All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're going to decode the literal master recipe behind those massively successful finance documentaries popping up everywhere in your feed. You know the exact style I'm talking about, right? You click a thumbnail, and boom, suddenly you're sucked into this incredibly slick, cinematic journey about wealth, the economy, and the hidden secrets of the ultra-rich. Well, today, we are looking straight under the hood. We've got a fascinating source document to explore, an actual, highly detailed prompt designed to generate a flawlessly engineered 7 to 9 minute viral finance hit from scratch. And it all starts here. The blueprint explicitly mandates this exact focus and title. This bold, provocative hook is dictated by our source material to instantly grab a viewer's attention within the very first 10 seconds. It's totally not an accident. It's a meticulously engineered starting point designed to trigger curiosity by tapping into, a little bit of financial anxiety and a whole lot of aspiration right out of the gate. So here is our master blueprint for this explainer. First, the viral finance blueprint. Second, engineering suspense and emotion. Third, visualizing the wealth gap. Fourth, the core pillars of wealth. And fifth, the ultimate call to action. Let's get into it. Starting with number 1, the viral finance blueprint. To achieve that premium authority, the source demands a strict, highly specific visual identity. It's honestly not just about what's being said. It is entirely about the vibe. We are talking about overwhelming the viewer with a literal, Netflix-quality documentary style. The prompt dictates a very deliberate color palette: dark blue, black, white, and gold. Why? Because those colors psychologically signal wealth, luxury, and serious financial expertise. Plus, it explicitly calls for premium editing with no presenter on screen, just royalty-free cinematic B-roll. By removing a human face and relying purely on high-end visuals, the creator builds this aura of absolute, unquestionable authority. Number 2, engineering suspense and emotion. Let's see how they build the psychological thrill ride that keeps people glued to their screens for the whole video. The blueprint actually dictates a really precise psychological journey. Step 1, deliver a 10-second emotional hook. You don't get a minute to warm up the audience. You have exactly 10 seconds to make them care. Step 2 is where the true engineering happens. Create suspense every 20 to 30 seconds. Think about that pacing for a second. Every half minute, a new question must be asked or a new visual stakes raiser has to be introduced so you don't click away. Finally, step 3 requires concluding with a massive, powerful, motivational payoff. It's a calculated emotional arc designed to retain your attention at all costs. And guys, this isn't just about throwing some pretty clips together. Every single scene must meticulously detail its production elements. The narration? It has to be natural American English. The source explicitly says it must sound like a real human storyteller. No robotic AI voices allowed. Scene details have to specify the exact camera movements, transitions, and on-screen text. And the audio? The background music mood must be perfectly synchronized with the pacing. It has to feel like one cohesive, high-end documentary that brings the script and storyboard together seamlessly. Number 3, visualizing the wealth gap. The absolutely crucial point here is how the source material instructs creators to visually pit the middle class against the wealthy. It's a masterclass in visual storytelling through contrast. It brilliantly illustrates the divide by pairing the middle class with everyday, mundane imagery. We're talking suburbs, grocery stores, credit cards, and budgeting apps. It visually grounds the middle class in the stress and repetition of just daily survival. But the rich, the wealth visuals are explicitly contrasted with sweeping shots of Wall Street, luxury homes, sleek investing animations, and stock market charts. It establishes this language of power and exponential growth directly against the daily grind. Now, to bridge those two distinct worlds and maintain that relentless 20 to 30 second suspense pacing we just talked about, the prompt demands additional, rapid-fire visual cues. You need clean motion graphics flashing alongside shots of office workers, dollar bills, inflation charts, and retirement visuals. Basically, these elements act as the dynamic connective tissue, keeping you visually stimulated while the narrator explains the heavier economic concepts. Number 4, core pillars of wealth. Beyond the flashy visual packaging and that dark blue and gold aesthetic, the script actually has to deliver simple but powerful explanations of real-world economic concepts to justify its authority. The first mandated financial pillar we have to unpack is lifestyle inflation. You know the trap, where an individual's spending increases simultaneously with their income. It's a vital piece of the puzzle, revealing exactly why earning a higher salary doesn't always mean you keep more money, and why that middle-class struggle depicted in those grocery store visuals persists, even as paychecks supposedly grow. Next up, we are required to tackle compound growth, the holy grail, right? This is the exponential increase of an investment over time, as earnings generate their own earnings. And the blueprint specifically calls for investing animations here. It's not enough to just talk about the math. You have to demonstrate how time, combined with these super smooth animations, can visualize the secret to exponential wealth. It contrasts so sharply with those static budgeting apps from earlier. Finally, consumer psychology must be explored. This is the study of how our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings influence how we buy stuff and manage debt. The prompt mandates covering saving habits and debt specifically. It essentially forces the viewer to confront the psychological traps that keep people stuck in a continuous financial cycle. And honestly, it perfectly ties the whole narrative back to that initial emotional hook about staying broke.
Which brings us to number 5, the ultimate call to action.
Let's look at the grand finale and uncover the specific transactional goal of this entire masterclass in media engineering. The entire continuous flow of the content, all 7 to 9 minutes of Netflix quality B-roll, the suspenseful piecing, the emotional hooks, it all has to culminate in a powerful motivational conclusion ending with this exact mandated phrase: if you want to build real wealth, subscribe for more smart money strategies. Every single psychological trigger, every gold-tinted chart, every discussion on compound growth, it is expertly engineered to convert the viewer into a subscriber at this exact moment.
So, as we step back from this intricate blueprint, we really have to ask ourselves, how much of the media we consume is genuine education, and how much is just a flawlessly engineered algorithm for our attention? The source material shows us exactly how information is packaged to capture our focus, hold it with suspense, and trigger our emotions for that final call to action. It's a brilliant strategy for sure, but it's absolutely crucial to recognize the machinery behind the curtain. Take a second to think about that the next time a highly polished, dark blue and gold documentary pops up in your feed. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning what you watch.